Moving forward, we have, this game is so great. Number 20, Ole Miss, a 7-point favorite on the road at number 24, Tulane, has an over-under of 65 points. The game kicks off at 3:30 p.m. on ESPN2. There is a low chance of rain during this game as well, but again, it's Wednesday. Things will change by Saturday. Just keep an eye on that. This is a bitter and storied SEC rivalry that was first played in 1893, Kelly. We're talking some old matchups on the slate this year. Ole Miss won that game 12-4. They had different scoring back in the day there, but that was an official final score from that game, from their first game here. And interestingly, more history, Tulane owns the longest win streak. They went 20 years of not losing to Ole Miss between 1919 and 1939. Very actionable information for today. This game opened Ole Miss -3.5, and then it quickly moved up to the 7 that we're seeing now. Michael Pratt absolutely dominated South Alabama last week, who I think their defense is still pretty good, even though they were kind of slice and dice. He had a 100% adjusted completion rate. I don't think we're going to see that again for the whole rest of the year against quality opponents from him. Ole Miss was missing a bunch of offensive guys last week, but they still beat Mercer, like emphatically a good FCS team, 73-7. Zachary Franklin did not play. Caden Prescorn, he's actually out another 2 weeks, so he's not playing in this game either. But I do have to note, Willie Fritz, one of the best coaches, record against the spread, 61.9%. He covers the spread here. I don't normally love trends, but when you're talking about a 10-year coaching record of consistently beating the spread, I think that is a sticky trend that you can pay attention to. It's a sign of a well-coached team, and it's a sign that he knows what he's doing and keeps these games well within reason when he's an underdog, and also taking care of business when he's a favorite.
Yeah, no, that's interesting, Brett. Certainly something that I was not tracking specifically. This is my number 3 game of the week. I wrote about this one for thelines.com as well. It's up there on the site. Man, if I'm ever not working in college athletics, pay some bets on college football early on Sunday, like when those lines come out. You said it opened -3.5. I have Ole Miss -8.5. Now it's 7. It crossed that important number. I mean, it's a 73% win expectancy for the Rebels. The Rebels absolutely demolished Mercer, 73-7 last week, and their K-Ford rating improved nearly 5 points as a result. The offense improved from number 16 to number 7. The defense actually fell from 31 to 36, but honestly, that had more to do with the movement of the units around them than it did actually with Ole Miss's unit themselves. So that'll happen from time to time in ranking movement. It's going to be a tricky test for the Rebels, though. There's no doubt about that. I just think this offense is the best unit in the game. They should be able to put up a good number. Tulane is my highest power-rated Group of 5 team at number 38. That's up from number 44 last week when Tulane took down another G5 power in South Alabama out of the Sun Belt by a score of 37-17. I mean, they were a good team, and they showed that, hey, we're the class of the G5 last week against South Alabama. The Green Wave offense is now inside the top 20 nationally, and the defense improved 10 spots as well, up to number 53 in the country. This is the only game all season in which my numbers project Tulane to be an underdog. They'll have the home crowd behind them, the confidence that they can beat anyone following last year's Cotton Bowl victory over USC. This should be a phenomenal game. You mentioned Fritz's ability to perform well against the spread too. This has the makings of a great game. It's not every day you got a Power 5 team going to a Group of 5 home. I'm excited about this one. Bottom line, I have Ole Miss -8.5 on the road. It equates to a 73% win expectancy for the Rebels.
Big disagreement here, and I don't mean personally. I mean, my ratings have Ole Miss by only 3.5 on the road, and you have 8.5. Interesting there. Looks like my numbers suggest that there's some good value in the home dog. Your numbers say no. Take the visiting SEC team here. It's kind of hard to parse out what we're getting from Ole Miss as they just absolutely rolled Mercer, who's number 32 in the FCS, but that's down because they got killed. At -7.5, I'd probably be patient and see what happens. If it kind of slides or wiggles down to 7, I'll probably play Ole Miss. If it doesn't, then I'm probably hands off. Just because, or I'm sorry, I said wiggles 7. No, I play Tulane, not Ole Miss. If it touches 7, I'm grabbing Tulane as the home dog, or that 7.5. But if it's not moving, I'm just apprehensive for that because I don't like being on the opposite side of the market. Do not love fading steam.
I love not having to worry about these things, dude. Let you worry about the line movement, where we're at with everything. Here's what my numbers say. You all figure out what you want to do with them. I absolutely love that. It just makes it so much less stressful for me. I know you love it. I know the people watching this love it. That's what a lot of fans are liking about college football. What makes it interesting to them. I know I'm in the minority on not doing it, but I love it. It's great conversation and good fodder, and I like when our numbers disagree. It makes it even more fun.